Oh, it says we are online. I'm gonna make sure we're online first before whatchamacallit, I start getting too into it, and then all of a sudden I hear, oh, it's not working. All right, all right, cool. So it looks like it's all good to go. How's everyone doing? How is everyone in the chat doing? I'll name you guys in a second when I can actually see who's in the chat and who's not. Phew. I always like that pre-awkwardness that is when you start up a chat with everyone. It's like so awkward at the very beginning of it, and then you have to like get out of it. Like you have to stop all that pre-awkwardness. So I see Usama's in here. I see Garo the Hero's in here. Thank you guys for joining. I know Florian should be here. I don't know if he's still here, and someone else is clearly in here besides that, but I do not know. Okay, yep. Yeah. So I'll tell you guys right now. I was supposed to have 3 people that are supposed to be here for this, and they are all not here for this because either they had last minute stuff happen and that it's like I didn't get mad at them because I'm like it's understandable. I kind of give everyone last minute notice to do this because I'm not trying to say I forgot from doing it from last week. It's just more so I had so much piled up on me that I kind of forgot to mention to them. So like I knew how to do this live stream, I just did not mention to them. So I'm actually right now messaging people that they could join late if they want. But yeah. So what I want to talk about, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna, kind of, build up time for them to get them in here. I'm supposed to have maybe Memory's supposed to join. I might have the anime-inspired pianist. He might join. The Osaka fangirl might join. Those are big mights, though. They might or might not. Oh, and Usama, yeah, I'm doing this late because for me, it's 8 o'clock at night, Eastern Standard Time. So for me, this is the perfect time for me to do it because I can do it at this time. Everyone else though, I unfortunately feel for you guys because I know a lot of you are on like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I do apologize, and if you have to go to sleep, go for it. But that's not a big deal. Don't worry. Let's see though. Let's see. Yeah. And by the way, did any of you guys enjoy? I don't know how many of you saw the that me talking with those strange, annoying voices. Did anyone of you enjoy that? I hope you guys enjoy that. I mean, I had a few people listen to it and say they really liked it, so I'm happy about that. But as usual, like, oh, you have holidays, huh, Florian? Oh, that's cool. What holiday you guys celebrating? Curious. Hey, Miss Fitch, welcome. 8 a.m. Oh wow. Okay, for you it's super early. Damn. I have 11 people join. That's pretty cool. Wow. Feel so loved. When I see a lot of people here, I always feel loved, and I appreciate you guys. So yeah. Yeah, so I have okay. So it looks like I have the Otaku fangirl joining in 10 minutes because she's late. Memory is probably on with his friends playing a game because he promised them he'd do that, so that's no big deal. Blake, the anime-inspired pianist, he is supposed to be here, but he's debating coming in here for some reason, whichever reason that is, I do not know. But yeah, that's how it is. Autumn holidays. Oh, what's surprising about that, Florian, is that at my school, we had this weird kind of block of days off last week, so it was interesting. But yeah, so I want to talk. I'll give you guys the kind of itinerary for today, or itinerary for tonight. I'm going to talk about the new stuff that's that's came out this season so far. That the very shows I've watched. You guys could chime into the comments and all that. Tell me if you guys are watching anything that I'm not watching. You want me to watch. I'm going to talk about that. I'll take some questions near the end. I do not want this to go past 9:30, to be honest with you, only because I know for a lot of you it's really late at night. I know for some people it's also school time for tomorrow, so I can't be having your parents getting pissed off and be like, oh no. Blade, will you add music and get copyrighted too? No, I do not. I typically don't use anything that can be copyrighted per se with the audio. Like all the stuff I use is copyright free music or royalty free music. But you can't. What's funny? You could get in trouble for that though if you have just that playing and it's still got some warranty of copyright on it. Because I have some songs that I've played before within the background, and I've still gotten like not strikes, but I've gotten claims for it. So, but yeah. All right. So by the way, I do apologize if I'm going silent just because I'm having to answer my phone at the same time. Yeah, no, I'm gonna give everyone that joins late grief. They might know that, but I'm gonna tell them, wow, you're late, and I'm not late for any of your streams. And typically, I am always on time for their streams. What's up? Just reading the comments. How you doing, man? So, I guess you know what I don't want to. I'm like debating. Like, do you guys want me to start this right away? Oh, what's up, Marathonian, Martharian? That's a interesting name. I like it. That is a cool name. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if I butchered it by accident, dude. That's completely my. Call me Jackson. No, I'm not calling you Jackson. What? I'm looking like all these people texting me at the same time. Who's texting? Oh, I guess one of my other friends is in here. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for messaging me on my phone and making me look at the phone. That's cool. So I guess we'll start talking about some of this stuff. I'm going to talk about like the kind of I guess weaker shows the season first. Get those out of the way, and then I'll talk about cooler shows when everyone else starts joining. So I want to get right out of the way. How many of you here have seen Al Oni, the blue monster? I am curious. I want to see the comments. People talk about Al Oni. Oh, what's up, Minnow Pop? Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying with that. But Al Oni is, if you have not seen it, it's actually based off a video game that's on the PC that is one of those those JRPG maker type games. And what I was expecting, because it's a horror based game. It's a horror based game, and I was expecting it to be so much different than what we end up getting for the anime. Because what we got for the anime is these episodes that are literally 3 minutes long. About 40 seconds of it are dedicated to the intro, which is just some guy narrating what's happening in the story, and then the rest is just random bullshit crap that happens. Like the very first episode, everyone dies immediately. Second episode, everyone dies again. Third episode, everyone dies again. I mean, the last episode came out, episode 3 was actually pretty funny. I was cracking up during that, but the first two were a very hit or miss at moments. Like there's quick comedy, but yeah, oh yeah, I'm 3 away from 600 subs. Thank you, awesome anime fan. I am close. I am close to that. Yep. And I'll be having I'm gonna try for the 600 sub one. I'm gonna try to have a live stream with a lot of people. I'm gonna try to get at least 7 people in this. So I'm gonna give them plenty of time advance notice wise for that, because I want to do that. I don't want to do a short stream for that. I want to do a big one, probably like a 2 to 3 hour stream. But that's what I'm doing for that. But yeah, Al Oni is a very weird show. Very, very weird. And what's funny about that is that I don't dislike it. I just think it is one of those shows that you can really hate to like at the same time, and like to hate, because it's on Mal right now. It's actually literally at a 4.8, which means I think people are saying it's garbage, and it's understandable why people think it's garbage, because it kind of is. Okay, so we have the otaku fangirl canceling because she has dinner plans. No big deal. All right. So that's one less person, but hopefully we get some other people to join. Like I said, Blake should be joining. Maybe Memory probably won't join, but if it's just me, no big deal. I'll do the stream myself. I can do that. Yeah, Usam, I've seen I can't understand what my husband is saying. I love that show. That is a great anime with shorts. I really do love that. But yeah, that's how it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm messaging people still. Yeah, well, yeah, Florian, when it's a 4.8, it has to be very bad. I mean, that's kind of understandable. That's just how it is, though. I mean, that's how it is all the time. Let's see, what else? All right, so since I guess no one is going to join except for probably Blake, and he might not join, I'm going to talk about Drifters next, because I want to talk about Drifters. So who here has seen Drifters? Because Drifters is something I really, really want to talk about. Because probably one of the, I want to say, better shows of the season. But a supernatural element. Oh, with Aoni, yeah, I could see that. Oh, but actually, hold on, I'm looking at the chat right now. Tanaka-kun. I actually have not seen if you talk about Tanaka-kun as listless, I have only watched a little bit of that. I've not seen a lot of it. I watched Drifters. Okay, yeah, Drifters is awesome. I really like Drifters. I have issues with it, but it is awesome nonetheless. I think it's a lot. Yeah, if you haven't heard of Drifters, it's from the creators of Hellsing Ultimate. It runs almost exactly like Hellsing Ultimate. And what's funny about that is that, yeah, better shows of the series. Yes. You mean of the season, or you mean? Chief Anime Officer. Do you mean of the season or like? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, it's one of those shows that right now I really do dig. I think it's awesome, but at the same time there are so many issues with it because it's like Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing Ultimate, as much as I like, I also have issues with constantly. But I'm a lot. Yeah, it's better shows this season. I'm saying it's really not like this season. I'm gonna talk about that near the end of this, but this season is kind of a interesting thing. I mean, it's like an entity in itself. I've seen the pre-airing episodes last month. So next time watching my left. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people were telling me that they actually were able to see Drifters way in advance, and I was like, wow, I wish I would have knew about that. I did not know Drifters aired for a lot of people way in advance. Well, the animation is because it's done by the people who did Hellsing Ultimate. I mean, there's actually one character in there that exactly reminds me of the Alucard, or not Alucard, excuse me, Hellsing. Yep. Oh, thank you. By the way, Chief Anime Officer, I appreciate you telling me what I made mistake-wise. Please don't do that at the same time I'm having the stream, man. It fucks me up. Don't do that. It's one thing when I'm looking at the chat, but then looking at my phone at the same time is screwing me up. But yeah, you know what, you guys, if you have not seen Drifters, you should definitely check it out. It's a fun show. It's a fun show. I mean, I don't know what to expect from it. Like, I don't think it's going to be the best thing out the season, but I think it's definitely going to be one of the better shows this season. Which, speaking of probably the best show of the season, honestly, is Bungo Stray Dogs season 2. That right now is the best thing of the season. I mean, it's 2 episodes in, and then don't mess up. Yeah, easy to say, man. When you try coming up here and talking like that, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Especially when I'm looking at the chat at the same time, which has a delay. Plus, I'm making sure that this thing's working occasionally. And not helpful. But yeah, that's how it is. See, like I just heard myself talking because I put the thing back on. But anyways, so yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs. I was going to talk about a second ago. That honestly, yeah, the mafia focused backstory is really, really good for Bungo Stray Dogs. I really like how they're doing Dazai and all that. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about that because a lot of people are saying right now that Dazai, because taking the center stage with this kind of arc and him and I'm trying to think of their names off the top of my head. I know Oda's one of them, and the other guy I forgot the other guy's name off the top of my head. Shit. Oh, Ongo, there it is. So Ongo, Oda, and Dazai are the center stage for this arc. And what's funny about that is that it's very interesting because it's probably the strongest set of characters we've seen from Bungo Stray Dogs, to be honest. And they're taking center stage for this arc, but apparently, from what I hear, this arc is only going to be 3 to 4 episodes because it's adapting from the light novel series. And what's interesting about that is I have to wonder, like, what does that mean for the rest of it? Because it's going to go back to Katsuki and all that, and the regular group that's involved with the show, and you have to wonder, like, how are they going to do? I mean, like, how are they going to top what they have right now? Because right now what we have here is such a nice story with a lot of dark elements and issues and interesting concepts, and yet then they're going to go back to the kind of comedic effects of the first season, maybe. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to see that now at this point because I'm so used to what they're doing right now with Bungo Stray Dogs. So it's like, it's a big risk. It really is. But I'm being honest with you, I feel that it's probably going to be the top of the season right now. I really think so. Lunar Code was supposed to come out this season. I thought maybe that might have a chance of being really good. It got delayed. I don't know how long. I think it's delayed until next week. Yeah, Sama. Yeah, Zaragoza is not coming out until November. That also got delayed. That's just how it is. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm looking at another chat now. But Zaragoza, I am so stoked for. I'm still stoked for. Like, I hope that is the anime of the season, but we'll never know. Yeah, a lot of Marth. I'm gonna call you by Marth because your first part's Marth. Lunar Code is one episode. I know, but it was supposed to come out like this week, and it got delayed for some reason, which is interesting. Didn't they do Full Metal Panic and it worked some serious to comedy? Yeah, but Full Metal Panic was weird though when it did that because like Full Metal Panic, it started off as comedy, then went into straight drama, then had a whole season of comedy because Fumafu is all comedy, and then you have the second raid, which is the last season that came out, and that was all serious. Like there was like 1 or 2 little tidbits of comedy, but the whole thing was serious for the most part. It's interesting, like that. It works for that show, yeah, but it wasn't shoehorned. Like they knew what they were doing with that. That's why they made the second season, I think, comedy. Garo says Bungo, I think, doesn't care that they all over the place and don't say sorry when it happens. Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I don't know how they want to do it. I really don't know how they want to approach it. I'm very interested to see how they want to approach it. I mean, my guess will be it's going to be awesome. I'm still hoping for that. I'm hoping Bungo will continue being awesome, but I have to wonder: is it going to falter when it switches back to the main story arc? Blade, do you read stuff? This is from Usama, by the way. Blade, do you read Stephen King? Are you hyped for the future movies? My favorite, The Langoliers and the Mist. I do read Stephen King. I've read a lot of his books. I've read The Dark Tower, which is one of my favorites from him. That series, not the whole series. I want to say the first one, 19. Actually, 11 was it 11/22/63, which is based off of JFK. Excuse me. That was really good. I've read The Langoliers before. I've read the Cell, which was probably one of my favorite books. If you really want a creepy, if you want a creepy, almost realistic concept, read Cell. It's based off of a phone wave causing people to lose their minds, almost going to like a zombie-like state. That was done by Stephen King, and that was one of my favorite books from Stephen King. I love that book. Yeah, but just like Usam, when you get to with Dark Tower, like the first couple Dark Towers are great. It's when it switches like halfway through that it gets kind of like it's like a roller coaster ride. It goes straight down. It just gets worse and worse as time goes by. I'm so hyped about Dark Tower movie. I read the whole series. Yeah, I can probably write it in a second. I'll put you in the chat what the books I was talking about were. I'll put one of them. At least Cell was the one I'm talking about. Oh, okay. So I have so many people. Oh my god, what is like? Okay, my phone. By the way, just kind of off topic. My phone was quiet today, quiet for the most part of the day. Now it's exploding with people texting me. Now all of a sudden, I don't know why. Only new shows I've started the last 2 years is Taboo Tattoo and ReZero. Been keeping up with the other. Yeah, yep. Books are Chief Anime Officer. Yep, books are much better than shows. I don't disagree with that. Sometimes there are movies that can come close, but okay, I'll type that one for review. That, by the way, put parentheses and not parentheses, splices between them. So you put 11/22/63. That is based off JFK. That was a great like kind of time travel type book. Love that from Stephen King, and they had a TV show which was really good too. But okay, so getting back on anime topics, I don't want to talk about. I mean, I could talk about books all day long, but I don't think you people are all here for books. I mean, maybe some of you are here for books. And listen, I'm okay with that. That's cool if you're here for books. I'm a huge avid book reader, as many of you know. But let's talk about anime. Let's go back to that. Another series that I am very iffy on is hey, what's up, Jarrett? Nice to see you, man. Yep, 600. I'm very close to that. At what chapter? The UQ holder. I've got them to what recently was the last thing that came out. So whatever was the last part that came out from Minopop. I don't know what the last part was that came out for it though. Yeah, I would love. Yeah, dude, I would love to get 600 tonight. I doubt that'll happen though. I mean, it could happen. I mean, no, I doubt it. Around the troops. I can't. What troops? Yeah, just get everyone to start messaging me with that. Yeah, see what happens. What's up, Queen Victoria, son? What's up? All right. So for anyone that joined late, I'm just talking about. I'll kind of get it out of the way. I'm gonna be doing so I'm just gonna be talking about all the stuff that's coming out this season, like where we're talking about what's come out already. What's come out this season already. There we go. I can finally get that in my mouth. And what my thoughts are on them so far. If you guys want more of it, by the way, when we do the Otaku, the Otaku A team next Sunday, not this Sunday coming up, but next Sunday, we're gonna be talking about all the stuff coming out recently, what we've been thought about it. Usama goes, what is your review plan? My review plan for manga, yeah, I'll talk about that near the end. How's that? I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'll talk about that near the end because I'll give you guys, everyone here, you guys and girls, I will give you guys the backstory and back behind the scenes about what I'm doing with the manga stuff because I do plan on doing that. I got a lot of people wanting me to do full series manga reviews, and I will do them because I have read a lot of manga. People don't know that, but I have. Let's see. I dropped a handful of anime. Yeah, a lot of anime this season has been interesting. Marth Zeta has been pretty interesting. You know what's funny? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of Zeta. To be honest, I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. I don't know what's so great about it yet. Like animation wise, very good. Story wise is what's killing about that. Oh hey, what's up, Otaku fangirl? Hey. if you're late on this, by the way, I by myself now because every single person that was supposed to join decided, hey, you know what? We got things to do, so I am by myself. It's okay. That's all right. That's all cool. That's all chill, baby. That's all good. Don't worry, everyone. I'm here to take control. Now, I'm not going to do that voice for this whole thing, by the way. No, no. I know some of you probably would want me to do that voice for the whole thing, and that scares me. No, not doing that. Negiyama, I will have a minute pop. I will have a review for that. I promise, because I do plan on that. But like I said, I am going to talk about that more so. What's up, Shane Anime? I'm not gonna. That's don't worry. At this point, I'm gonna. At this point, either the people I invited are gonna join, or otherwise, I'm just gonna keep on myself. That's okay. I'm not. Besides, when I do these streams, and this is to any one of you that always want to join my streams, and I have to actually know you and talk to you outside of YouTube. It's like to actually want you to join one of my streams. Not because I have issues with that. It's just more so I want to see like what type of person you are when I'm talking to you, and it works better for like the kind of chemistry aspect of this. So like all the people I invited, I know them, but do the other voice. Nah. So, why? I'm not gonna do that voice for no. Nah. And there's a few girls in this call. I'm not. I'll think of it. If you guys want me to do that, if you listen to my video from earlier with the whole really nice voice that apparently everyone liked, the really sexual voice that everyone kept saying was, I will do that if I have a whole bunch of you say yes. But that's the only way I'm doing that. Honestly, I don't know why you guys think that's such a great voice. I really don't. It's crazy. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Really, you make doing this so much fun. I won't lie. You should give everyone top 5 Halloween anime to watch some. No, not in this stream. I might do because I might do something for Halloween. I'm planning to. I'm probably planning to do 2 videos. That Jarrett, that doesn't count as just one person. That's one person say yes several times. No, doesn't count. It's funny though. You guys make me laugh. No, yeah, I know, Osama. You said that you weren't the only one, by the way. There was someone else who said that in the comments for my video. Yeah, sure. What? I'm not. I shouldn't be surprised by that. I really like. Yeah, Martha, you're actually right. I shouldn't be surprised by that. But let's talk about another anime that came out this season. March Comes In Like a Lion, or Three Gatsu no Lion. Who here has seen that? Because that has been very, very interesting. That has been an interesting show. I still don't know how I feel about that show. Like, it is a depressing but very visual and very great narrated show. Like, honestly, probably one of the better shows this season. Probably right now top 3. But like, I'm being honest with you, it is so depressing to watch. Like, there's something about it that it's so melodramatic and it's so tone wise. It's always got this really depressing tone to it that you almost go, oh god. Like, I told someone that I was like if you put a happiness meter on me, right? I was at 100 when I watched March Comes Like a Lion, and by the second episode, I was like lower. What is the story of forming the Otaku A team? I guess I can go into that really fast. So with the Otaku A team, Habit was the one who started the idea for it, and he then invited Memory, of course, Nate, and then he invited us. He invited me and Travis to join, and then we got Professor Animated with him, like the 4th video or 5th video, the 4th cast. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, it's really not like that much of a big story. It's just kind of how we just randomly met during one of those streams, like Simply Rose's stream. We mentioned we all joined her stream, and then we kind of started talking after that. And from there, we decided, you know what, let's do a podcast together. Might as well. March Comes In Like you can relate. How does that, like? Can you relate in a good way or in a bad way? Because that is sad if that's because I know the concept. Like episode 2 explained what happened to our main hero finally, and that was dark. I won't lie, that was very dark. Oh, sorry, I'm drinking Snapple. By the way, wrong Snapple I picked up. Diet Snapple, terrible. Ooh, I really love to hate Diet Snapple. Ooh, tastes so nasty. All right, by the way, I did see a lot of yeses for the sexualized voice. I will do that at one point in this. Just not gonna do it right now. I gotta get prepped up for that. But yeah, lemon. What about lemon? Oh, is it It's peach actually. Peach. I'm not. You know what's funny? I like peach tea for Snapple. I don't like it when it's diet though. I'll tell you that right now. It's a very different taste when it's diet. I do like lemon. Yeah. I'll be surprised if they go up to. Well, I mean, the way they're doing The way they do on Martian like comes in like a lion. What I think is very interesting about that is the whole 2 chapter split per episode. I have not seen Flip Flapper, by the way. I keep hearing how apparently that's so fun to watch, and I'm like, okay. I just have no reason to watch it. I have not known anything about it. I have no idea why it'd be interesting. Be honest with you, like I do kind of want to see it though, but I don't know. All right, I'm thinking, what else am I watching this season? Like, what else? I know Alony, I talked about Bungo Stray Dogs. I talked about March Comes Out Like a Lion. I talked about Drifters. I also talked about. Just by the way, if you were, yeah, wait. Oh, I was supposed to watch. Yeah, don't feel bad. I mean, I think I read about it and I just not watched it. Oh, on the Otaku A team, if you have not seen it, you should go check out our reactions to Keijo, episodes 1 and 2. We did that for that, and that is a lot of fun. That show is so stupid with its fan service, but it's a lot of fun. What's up, Sassy? How you doing? All right, so who else do we? What other shows do we have here that I'm watching? I've seen the first 2 episodes of Magic Queen Renaissance, which no, I'm just gonna say no to that right there. Probably the worst thing I've seen this season, beyond anything else. Yuri on Ice, we should talk about. Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice is very, very interesting. I like Yuri on Ice. Wow. So not only did the Taku fangirl not join my stream, which by the way, appreciate that again, you promote your Ruby video. Cool. Now, listen, guys and girls, definitely go check out the Otaku fangirl. She just hit 700 subscribers. She's actually like 708. Go check her channel out. She's awesome. You know, she does some great videos. I think her reviews are better than my reviews, to be honest. So go check her out. Probably her Ruby video will probably be amazing, which is probably just uploaded. I saw that a little while ago. So definitely go check that out. Let's see. I'll message you back in like, okay. Yuri on Ice is really like, let's talk about that real fast. Yuri on Ice is really, really cool. I mean, I'm surprised because I told someone this when I was talking about this because I was kind of defending it. Oh, look, 713. Is that how much she's at right now? Oh, shit. I mean, even more than I freaking, yeah, look at that. It's crazy. By the way, what's up, Chris MC? I haven't seen you in ages, dude. How you been? I'm glad you're still alive. But yeah, Yuri on Ice, I was defending watching because I know a lot of people. It's Sarah. I'm just giving you crap. Don't worry. So it's not a big deal. Am I secretly pissed off? That's for people to figure out. Don't worry about it. I'm joking. I'm not. Yeah, she is. So I was saying with Yuri on Ice, what was funny about it is I was telling people I watched the Olympics and I watched a lot of the ice skating stuff because I think the ice skating stuff in the Olympics is actually really good. I mean, I have no issue with that. And what's interesting about the Olympics is that, you know, you see the ice skaters and you see how they kind of dance and all that. And I was thinking when I heard about an anime being made of that, like the concept of ice skating, I thought that's going to be stupid. No one's going to be watching that. And then I watched the first episode of it. And I mean, my video did really good. It did like, I think 1.7 K. But what was really cool about that show was I actually enjoyed it. I think the animation is really nice. I think the story's interesting. The comedy is pretty good. By the way, what's up, Anime Atlas? Oh shit, I see you too. All right, 13 people. Let's keep it going. But yeah, I really was surprised how great Yuri on Ice was. And I think from a lot of people, you know, they were surprised by that. Nice Skater Girl Champion loves Yuri on Ice, by the way, I read about today. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I am not surprised by that. I mean, you know, this one thing about it is that you feel the show and you feel the concepts of how they're trying to at least keep it somewhat realistic to how ice skating is. I mean, besides all, you know, jokey stuff and all that, it's really well done. No, Boku no Pico is popular for being the wrong type of show. Oh no. No spoils. Norigami. Don't worry about Norigami Arigato. I still have not watched Norigami Arigato. I know if people get pissed off when I say that. I just haven't had the time to watch it. So, what? Let's see. What is that? Yeah, you know what? Yuri on Ice is one of those things that, you know, you might see it and you might go, I don't know if I want to watch that. And you know what? I understand that completely. Don't feel bad about that, Marth. More so, I say check it out. Like, watch the first episode and, you know, laugh about it. Yeah, because we have one character that is super gay in that. Like, I mean, he is really gay. It is funny. But, you know, Yuri on Ice is one of those shows, though, that I think you'll be surprised if you watch it and you'll be like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. So I think it's actually very well done. No, I've not. Yes, Sarah, I've not seen Norigami. I say this all the time. That's why I'm surprised people don't get triggered on me every like 2 seconds. Yes, I have not gotten around. You know what's funny? I just haven't got around to it. I love Norigami. The first season of Norigami is amazing. and I heard the second one's only better, and I'm like, oh, I definitely want to watch it. I know it's all done, it's finished. I could watch it now. Anytime today, I could watch it. I'm like, nah, I'll get around to it. That's how it is, though. All right, what else? Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do the voice that. Let's say that I'll do that. Oh, triggered, super triggered. Well, I can't. I'll be super triggered. You didn't join me. How's that? Like now I'm super triggered. You didn't join. How could you? It's terrible. Yeah, you know what it is, Minnow Pop? Like for me, and I tell people always, like with my anime talks and all that, with me because I've seen so much anime. I've seen like 663 anime now. You know, it's one of those things that once you watch a lot of different stuff, you can get into different anime. It's just that you have to be willing and kind of take that chance and risk going into a show that you've never done. And what I always feel is best at doing that, if you want to be one of those people that watches different shows and really enjoys different shows, go and try something. Go try something that you will have no idea how you'll feel about, but go and do it. You will find it is something that it changes your whole mindset on anime. But you have to really take that chance. You have to go into a show that you're not comfortable going into, watch it, and be open-minded enough to go, okay, you know what? I know I'm not a huge fan of this type of genre, but I will try it. And you'll be surprised. Like with Days, for example, I'm not a huge fan of sports anime. I really like Days. I'm like several episodes behind, unfortunately, because I just couldn't keep up with doing that and other things. Oh, by the way, see you later, Chief Anime Stuff there. That's my friend Sean over there. Thank you for joining, buddy. No worries. But when I watched Days, I got really into it, and I really felt it was awesome. I see some people are asking me what I'm dressing up as. I'd be honest with you, I really don't do Halloween anymore. I got out of that when I got younger. When I was younger, I got out of that when I got to what it was when I went to Pennsylvania and I started living over there. I didn't have any place like really trick or treat, and I really have a reason to kind of get into outfits and anything like that. So I kind of just grew out of the holiday. It's not that I don't, I don't dislike Halloween. Don't get me wrong. Halloween is something that all kids should enjoy if they can. They definitely should. I just don't celebrate myself personally. But yeah. I'm gonna start probably cosplaying maybe one of these days. So if I start doing that, then most likely, that's kind of Halloween all the time when I'm doing cosplays. To be honest, I literally started watching anime a year ago. Hey, listen, if that's one thing that reviewers can do very well. Is sometimes they can get you into stuff that you wouldn't actually do. And I mean, hey, that's one thing with big YouTubers. People follow them and watch stuff. I mean, I've had a few, and I'm not a really big YouTuber yet. I've had a few people tell me, oh yeah, you caused me to watch this, or you caused me to get into that. So I mean, that's really cool. Yeah, Anime Atlas, I do want to cosplay. I think it is one of those things that I would have a lot of fun doing. It's just honestly, I have to do that. I have to get like the outfits and all that. I'll get to it eventually though. Don't worry. But anyways, so since you guys wanted me to do that voice so bad, we're gonna now talk about Watashi go Mote Desunda, or Kiss Him Not Me. Now I'm curious if anyone here has seen Kiss Him Not Me. Put in the comments if you have. By the way, while you do that, I'm gonna take a drink of my soda. It's the one thing good about asking people, questions I can then drink during the thing. Death Parade and Paris are good anime to start into anime. Very good. All right, so Kiss Him Not Me. How do I incorporate the voice I did earlier? I love that anime so much. It's so amazing. The main girl being a super fan of everything that is the otaku lifestyle. My heart races for her. It is one of the best things ever. My heart continues to strive for the beauty and radiance of Kai, despite her having already 4 dudes that go after her. Will she notice me? Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm done with that voice, fella. I'm not doing that again. Unless you guys really want me to do that voice again, I don't know why you would. I don't think it is, but okay. Yeah, and by the way, Taco Finger, I know you have seen Kiss Him Not Me. I watched 2 episodes now with you, so I'm very. Is that your Nagato voice? No, I don't know if I can do Nagato's voice. I don't even want to try it because I think that would piss people off that are fans of Nagato. Flip out on me. They'd be like, "Oh, what?" I have no idea what that is. Kamochi? I got chills in my spine from that. Really? That's weird. I mean, I guess I'm flattered, but it's interesting because Yeah, Kai from Kiss Him Not Me is awesome. Blade, F you, Garo. F you. F you. Yeah, but Kai from that show is really awesome. Kiss Him Not Me. I watched that because the Otaku Fangirl told me about that, and honestly, I really, really dig that. I think that show is one of the best reverse harems I've seen so far, and I've only seen maybe 4 or 5 reverse harems in my life. Um, but that is definitely one of the better ones, just because of sheer fact that it's like making fun of itself in a lot of ways, with our main protagonist being such a huge otaku, and also for liking like boys love and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. What is your anime schedule? Sorry if you made a video. What is my anime schedule? Oh, my anime schedule is whatever I remember to review that day. A lot of times I forget what to do that day. I hate to say it. I know I should write that down. I should be way more professional about my YouTube reviews, but I have no reason to. No, it is not amazing. Don't give him credit for doing the line. No, no, I don't hear that. Blade on ice. Like, I don't know why you guys think that. No, no, I don't know how to ice skate. Nor do I know how to skate in general. Don't even know how to skateboard. Only thing I do, I could run. I can, do other stuff, but I cannot ice skate. I cannot skateboard. I can ride a bike, of course, but it's all fine, baby. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all right. You know what? I think for the rest of this stream, so we got the. I'm not gonna probably get this to an hour and a half because I don't know if I have enough content to make you guys go all the way to an hour and a half. But I will try to at least do up till 10 o'clock. Or it's not 10 o'clock. It should be 9 o'clock. So that's an hour. So half hour from now. I will try to do the different voices that you saw from that annoying video. I will try to do that. Like I said, I'm also going to talk at the end. So I have a few more. Thanks. If me and Blade weren't buddies, I wouldn't get away. Nah, you still get away with that. It's okay. I still give you carte blanche for that. I will talk about a few more shows from the season that I watched, and kind of get your guys' thoughts about that. I don't know who Nick Bob's version of Nagato is. Excuse me. To be honest with you, I really don't. No idea. It's interesting though. I mean, like if I had an idea of what that sounded like, I could probably do it, but I don't know what it sounds like. I've never seen that video. But so what else am I talking about here? So another show I started watching was I saw when I first was Trickster, and Trickster, I have a lot of mixed feelings about. Like, I don't know how many people have seen Trickster here in the comments, but Trickster is another show of the season that, yeah, I don't dislike nor do I hate it or like it that much, but it's one of those shows that right now I can like drop any time, and that scares me because I know from my seeing on now it's 24 episodes, and I'm like, what'd you think? Magical Danganronpa? You were talking about the Magical Girl Raising Project. That is not bad. I've seen the first episode. I have to watch more of that. Yeah, it is another Tabutetsu, Jared. I think in many ways, like Trickster has the potential to be good. It really does. I just don't know. Would you like better, Blood Divorce or Trickster? Shane says this. I have to say definitely Trickster. Blood Divorce, I dropped. I actually dropped that the first episode. I really, really do that. I had to. So you want me to talk about the Dark Tower? Like, this is anime discussions. Why don't I talk about the Dark Tower? I mean, I could do it really fast, but Dark Tower is about a gunslinger who's trying to find this one guy who's dressed in black, that's doing him wrong, and along the way he just meets various characters and kind of has this Katek going on, which is a group of other people from different worlds that join him, and he fights like weird creatures and fights other odd people. It's very weird. I'll say that right now. Favorite character at Data Live from Minnow Pop. Toka. I love Toka. She's awesome. Definitely Toka. Yeah. Blood of War. Garo, I'll give you credit. I could not get to episode 2. I heard from everyone that told me that I was like watching the first episode, and then they told me to read the second episode. I had people tell me to not watch it. And you know how rare that is for people to say not to watch something for me? Like, I've had people tell me like to be careful of it or go into it because they don't like it, but I've never had anyone in that massive amount of droves tell me not even to review it or watch it. Yeah, that's but you know what, Marth? That's what happens with a lot of those like kind of mystery anime. You know, they have this kind of issue where they don't know if they want to be like full on mystery, and that's an issue within itself because if you're making a mystery plot, you have to have a little bit of mystery for viewers to watch and be like, oh, I could try to, make your own engagements with it. That is not like that. Any light novel recommendations? Right now, I'm reading Psychom, which is freaking funny as hell. It's about a main character who gets arrested for killing people, but he really didn't kill anyone. He gets framed by doing it, and then he gets thrown into a school that's like a reformatory school with a whole bunch of serial killers, and they're all crazy psychopaths, but they're all like chicks. So it's like a harem, like a regular harem. And like the first girl he meets is a girl that's killed like 6 people, and he's the only one there that has not killed a single person. Like he can fight people, but he's never killed anyone, which I think it's funny. Like it's a funny like rom-com / harem. I give you credit. Blood Divorce art is like the character design is good. The art and animation for it's like it's not that great. Yeah, listen. I'm in New York. You probably hear a lot of cars. I mean, right now you probably won't in my area. You won't hear too many. You'll probably hear sirens at one point or another, but that's kind of the only thing. Let's talk about. Let's see. We talked about that. To be a hero, we could talk about, which it's like to be hero because it's not to be a hero. It's to be hero, which I still have issues with. You know what? I'm not gonna wait. Hold on. I can't listen, dude. It's not that I don't want to type in. It's just a pain in the ass for me to type at the same time for me to talk and type. What title? Which titles are you not hearing me say? Because I was talking about a few of them. It's the problem. English. I got perfect English. All English. Okay. So what else we talk? Oh, so to be a hero, yeah, with the whole character going down literally a toilet. Actually, speaking of Usama saying that was weird. That is where our main character is like a ladies' man and then becomes a fat hero who's super strong and super invincible. But yeah, I do not like To Be Hero. I mean, I tried the first episode of it and I'm like, I mean, there's shorts too, but I'm not really into that whole thing. To be honest with you, I can't get into it. Hello, how are you, Braid? I am fine, Jarrett. Please don't please don't type like that. Like I could read it, don't get me wrong, but it's annoying. It really is. It's not a rat. It's not a rat, baby. It's all good, but that ain't all right. You can't be talking like that because it's not cool, baby. It's just weird. I know a lot of people like to love To Be a Hero, but To Be a Hero is weird show. It's a very odd show. It's not cool, baby. It's not all right. But if you like it, it's all good. It's all calm. It's all right. It's all good. I don't know why people like that voice so much. Like that annoys me to hear, and people love that voice though. It's weird. Like I mean, I've had people say they hate that voice, but I mean, for the most part, it's interesting. Yeah, I really feel watch it. Yeah, don't feel bad, Martha. I only watched it because like 15 people asked me to do it. I'm not even kidding. Like I had a whole bunch of people on another video ask me to review To Be Hero, and I'm like, okay, I'll review the first episode, and I was like, yeah, good. So I'm actually looking at. I think we've talked about almost everything that I've watched this season. If you guys want, Occultic 9, we could talk about. Occultic, no Blade potty pillows. We don't have those yet. Occultic 9, by the way, let's talk about that real fast, and I think that'll be the end of talking about the anime stuff in general for the season because that's all I've seen so far. Occultic 9 is very bad. I don't hate the show. I just don't like it. So yeah. Occultic 9, if you guys don't know, is like the spiritual successor to Steins Gate. It takes place, I think, within the same universe as Steins Gate. Nanbaka. I'm sorry, I almost forgot about Nanbaka. So I'll talk about that after Occultic 9, Osama. But yeah, Occultic 9 is, I think, it was not written very well. Maybe the light novels are good, but the animation or the anime, excuse me, was not written very well. By the way, yes, I will talk about. That's why I said Nanbaka. Like Usama, I'll talk about Nanbaka after that. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, but the show in general, Occultic 9, is just all over the place. The first episode was seriously so rushed. It was so rushed. Yeah, it's the Steins Gate spinoff. It's from, like, if you notice, it has that like little semicolon in there. There's a reason for that. It's actually because it's from the creators of it, and also it is something that takes place within the same time period. So I don't know. Like they haven't said exactly how it does. They just say it takes place within it. But, the first episode, what I heard was that it took the whole first light novel and threw it into one anime episode. So that's a whole first light novel. So we're talking about a 250 to 200 page book being thrown into one 24-minute anime. There's a problem there. a very big problem there. I don't know why they decided to do that. I mean, I guess they want to do it for time constraints and maybe because the light novel series is very long compared to the anime length, but it was not a good way of introducing characters. Like they just threw character names out there on screen. They were really fast. You can barely see a lot of the text. Some characters are talking like a mile a minute. Yeah, no, it's probably not gonna. It's not probably not gonna have a whole bunch of stuff from Steins Gate. Like it's according to them, it's a supernatural adventure rather than a scientific adventure. But it's definitely from them, and it's definitely supposedly 10 minutes a page. It might be more than that. Not 10 minutes a page, like 10 pages a minute. It might be probably almost like 15 pages a minute after the way they did it. Um, Robotics Notes was slower though. At least Robotics Notes started off fast, but it got slower by the second episode. Like you knew what was happening. And Robotics Notes also really did go right into. Trying to say that, Blade. Oh, okay. But yeah, Robotics Notes was a lot better handled than Occultic 9. I'll say that right now. See, what to me, the sci-fi was the best part of Steins Gate. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not even handling the cultic stuff is that well. Like I know it's trying to be a cult stuff, but it's not even handling that great. Overall, Culting 9, I'm like 3 episodes. I'm not gonna drop it. I'm actually gonna watch. That's gonna be my show that I'm gonna watch throughout the whole thing because I want to. But it is one of those shows right now that I'm not really anticipating much from it. It's like probably one of the lower shows on the totem pole of stuff that I'm liking right now this season. But that's unfortunate because I was looking forward to out of everything, I was really looking forward to Culting 9 because I'm a huge Steins Gate fan. But okay, so let's talk about the last thing I can think of. If any of you guys put, by the way, in the comments, you want me to talk about something else that I haven't talked about already, you can put in there. If I did talk about it, I'll just say that I talked about that already. We could talk about Non-Baka, which probably is my second favorite thing this season, just because how crazy it is, how insane it is. If you have not watched Non-Baka, it's about 4 prisoners who are in this really big prison who are trying to get out of it. It's just so crazy. It's so funny. It has so many comedic elements. Like every episode does part story and part kind of just randomness to it. I really liked it. Let's see. I feel like the only way Cultic 9 really messes with me if they go through at the end and tell you how a supernatural that showed you was faked. That would be a freaking my god, that'd be a drop. Holy shit. I agree with you, Mark. That'd be awesome. I would actually forgive a lot of that, but I would get pissed off at the same time though. I did like the crime stuff. So yeah, crime stuff in Culting 9 was decent so far. It's decent, mind you. Non-Block reminds me of Prison School. Non-Block it reminds everyone of Prison School. Like it is Prison School in many ways. So that's not surprising. But yeah, that is everything I could think of anime wise for the season. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. So since we're talking about all that stuff, so far I'll say this right now real fast. The stuff that came out this season, the stuff in general, so far is not that good. I'll be honest with you. I think there's a few shows that are really good and really well done, but overall, the season could have been done a lot better. It really, really could have. And I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunity. It seems like the sequels are doing better than the original stuff from what I hear. Because, I mean, a lot of people are watching, like, Iron Blooded Orphans, I hear is really good and stuff like that. And I hear, of course, like, Bungo Stray Dogs, I'm watching. I love it. Those are the shows that are really doing the best this season. And everything else is kind of like meh, hit or miss. It's the stuff that I thought was going to be really good was the stuff that's actually disappointing me the most. And it's not like I overhyped them for myself. I didn't do that. I went into them thinking, I always go into an anime thinking it could be anything. It could be hit or miss. But it's just that they were the ones I thought would be the best stuff. And it's like, no. Hardly anything that Blade will focus on backlog. I do not understand what you mean by that, by the way. But, it's just overall, like, it's not that good of a season. I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of people are gonna say that, overall, it could have been a lot better, and I think it's like meh. It's really meh right now. Anyways, though, I will give you guys now the kind of backstory to my manga review stuff, and I'll do it in a very cool voice. How's that? I did talk about Drifters already, Shane. I really like Drifters. It has the same issues as Hellsing Ultimate for me, but I really liked it. I haven't started the answer arc for Higurashi because I haven't figured out what I'm supposed to figure out 100%. Did you like it? No, I finished Higurashi, the whole thing. Sound Euphorium is, I hear from people watching it, they really like it. I have not watched Sound Euphorium. It's not that I don't care if I watch it. It's just I never watched the first season. No, I feel I should do that voice. Now that you said that, I should do that, and I might do it. So, okay, so Are you doing the top? You know what it is? It's not the top 10 videos. The top 10 videos I have to take a hiatus with because it's my busy season of school. So like I'm doing my research paper, which that's why this is out so also too late, and more so why I had to delay this twice now because I have my research paper due next week. It's I can't really do work on too many top tens, so I do apologize for that. Hell, I even had to push off my vlog for Comic Con, and I have that almost done. I just have to do the voice narration for it, but I haven't been able to do that. So I do apologize for anyone if they were looking forward to like seeing what I did at the con, the Comic Con convention, but I just could not get to working on it. So I'll have it up probably this week. Oh, excuse me, I almost burped on the camera or on the mic. That would have been so unpleasant. But anyways, so with the manga stuff, let's talk about that. So, I asked you guys on Twitter, and I was very happy how many people were voted for me doing this. A lot of you want me to do manga reviews, and I'm like, I wasn't sure if I want to do manga reviews on this channel because I originally made this channel only be focused on anime, occasional video game stuff with like JRPGs and stuff like that. But even that, I couldn't do because JRPGs take a lot of time for me to review, and even more so, they weren't doing that well. And I don't want to say I'm doing this all for votes. I don't want to say I'm doing this all for that concepts or anything like that. But I have to, I have to do videos that are time consuming. And the thing is if they don't hit a certain amount of views or if they don't hit a certain amount of like likes in general, I can't gauge how people are really caring for that. And when that happens, I just stop doing the reviews for that because it's just like I can do other stuff instead. I can go and work on this review, or I can work on that and spend more time focusing on that rather than focusing on 30 different shows. So with the manga stuff though, I have some spare time I could be doing this because I'm doing really great, man. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, man. You should glad you're relaxing too. It's awesome. But what's funny about with the manga reviews is that I really want to do the manga reviews because I want to start reviewing manga. I've read a lot. Yeah, I have a second channel. I don't work on it though. It was supposed to be something else. I really kind of just good plan on destroying that site eventually, or that second channel eventually. Not right now, but eventually. I said eventually by 4 times now, so I'm gonna stop saying that. It's getting to the part of the stream where I'm like running out of things to say. But with the manga stuff though, I want to get to some. I'm not gonna focus on the chat too much for the second because I need to focus on this. You guys are awesome to chat because you keep talking and it's great. I'm glad to see that. But I'm gonna need to focus for this part. So with the manga stuff, I don't want to make this where I do manga reviews all the time on here. I'm actually going to do manga reviews maybe once every other week, maybe once every 3 weeks. I'm only going to do one per every 3 weeks, maybe. And maybe if it does really well, I'll do every one I'll do it like maybe twice a week, or not twice a week, excuse me, one every 2 weeks. I'll do that. But for the time being, it's going to be one every 3 weeks for a manga review. I am only going to do series that have been completed, that I have completed. Nothing that's going to be chapter wise. I'm not going to do chapter reactions or stuff like that. I don't want to do that. It's just because honestly, I'm one of those people that supports the manga industry to the best of my abilities. So when a manga I can own it, I do buy it. And if I can't buy it, I try to buy it as soon as I could, but I don't read too many things offline. I only read stuff offline if it's only available on legit stuff like Crunchyroll that has a manga streaming thing they have. I read the manga that's available on for example, it's only available online. So like, Real Life, for example, is not available in stores. You can only read that offline. But I read that offline, stuff like that. But I will do full series reviews for those things. I'm going to start off with probably one of my favorite manga of all time, The Town Where You Live In. I'm going to do a review for that. I'm probably going to do one of Negiyama. I'm going to do one of Love Hina. I will do a whole bunch. Like you guys will be surprised. I have enough material to do manga reviews for a while because I've actually read completed manga series. I've read a lot of them, so I could do that. But I'm going to work right now. It's not going to be out for a while. I need to do. I want to make an intro for it, like so this way you guys know that I'm doing manga reviews for that specific day. I don't want to do it with my usual intros. So I'm gonna make a whole new intro for that. That'll probably be like a day process, a few hours. And yeah, The Town Where You Live. Yes, I always get the mixture in the name wrong. By the way, I always do that. Don't. It has so many translations and many reasons. So that's why I do that. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. So I guess for this, because I'm gonna end this probably at 9 o'clock. I was gonna make this an hour and a half, but because I had 3 people bail on me. You guys know who you are. I'm not gonna be. I'm not super. By the way, I'm not super pissed off they bailed on me, but I'm gonna keep reminding them because this way they feel somewhat a tinge of pain and sadness for bailing on me. Like, how could you guys bail on me? You know, like, come on, you all said okay to it. Then various reasons, like, oh, I have to go do this. Oh, I have to do that. And it's like, oh, come on, I need people to back me up here. Altamar and you. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I've never seen it though. Interesting, Jarrett. But anyways, so I will take any questions. If you guys want me to do a specific voice, I will do that for the last 5 minutes. I'll talk. I'll do that voice, but otherwise, I will probably end the stream in 5 minutes. Will you do one-shot reviews? Yeah, if I could find any good one-shot reviews, I'll do them. Yep. I plan on doing an Orange review for the whole manga series too. Probably be like one of my 5th ones. Mel Pop says I prefer manga to anime. Seems to have more imagination than me, but I like reading physical forms rather than on screen. I am the same way as that. Okay, Jared asked for the voice. I don't know why he asked for this voice. But oh, I'm so glad you guys love this voice. It makes me happy. My heart sings. Oh, so great to hear when I'm loved and appreciated by all of you. You all make this so much better to do. Honestly, I love all of you. But this is a voice that's very hard to do for a long time. It sounds so weird to my own ears, but it's a voice that I can do all day for you. Ah. that's it. That's it. Usami, no, don't do that. That's fucked up. Don't do that. Listen, man. I'm not asked for that. A lot of people ask for that. I don't know why. All right, MLS. Don't worry. I'm closing the stream up in a little while, so don't worry. Have a good one, man. Jared, do you really like that voice that much, man? Like, damn. It's kind of scary. Like, okay, any girls still left in the stream? I'm very curious. Any girls still in the stream? Do you like that voice? Just say yes or no. Would you like to ever be on a podcast about manga? I would not mind. But the thing is that I don't know what I would have what manga would talk about. Like, I'd have to know in advance because I have not read everything. I've read a few. Sami, not a girl. Nor are you, Jerry. You're not a girl either. Watching Dragon Ball. I'm not watching Dragon Ball Super. No, you know what's funny? Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's just I don't watch any of the Dragon Ball Z Kai stuff or Super. It's just because I've never gotten around to it. It's not that I'm not a fan of it though. I love Dragon Ball. I grew like that's one of the first animes I grew up with. Really, like one of the longer series, I should say. Like I grew up with a lot of other anime, but it was one of the first series I got into that was a really long series. I used to come home and watch that like immediately when I used to get home from school. All right, people, type in your questions because I got 3 minutes and I will end this thing in 3 minutes. Otherwise, or if you want me to do another voice, you know, nope, not repeating that. Sama. No, by the way, you know they'll probably gonna end the stream in a couple minutes. Oh, have you finished Black Bullet light novels volume 5 please? You know what's funny? I really like the Black Bullet light novels. They're way better than the show. I have to say that right now, and I'm a huge fan of Black Bullet, the anime, but I really do. Cutest anime, in your opinion, hands down, Achikochi. I would finish that if I could, but there is a certain someone that I watched that show with that has not finished it with me, so I can't finish it completely. But I love Achikochi. It is like I tell people I would have a cuteness overload that would destroy me. Question: any manga that you read that you like better than that? Ooh, yeah, town where you live. Yeah, or your town where you're from. Doesn't matter. It's one of the two. That is way better than anime because the anime for it is OVAs, and they weren't handled very well. And then even more than that is just that they really butchered a lot of stuff. Usami always has a Billy Bat. I didn't really like Billy Bat too much. It's okay. It's not bad. It's just I have to get into it. SAO movie. Oh, the SAO movie looks amazing. And yeah, there was an anime for the town where you live. It was 2-episode OVAs originally. Then it was like 12 episodes, a TV series, and they were both handled horribly, like really bad. So I do not like them. Do not like them at all. Naki Urasawa is my favorite manga. That's good. That's cool. I just heard a very weird noise behind me, which is very strange. I don't know what that was. All right. But I could see that. Oh, there's no way you do that story in one. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. How often do you rewatch anime you really liked? Okay, that'll be the last. Middle Pop's got the last question of the night. If you guys ask any more questions, I'm sorry, but that's gonna be the last one. I actually rewatch a lot of anime that I've seen. Like for example, Clan I've seen like a whole bunch of times. I've seen maybe like several times. Dusk Made of Amnesia I've seen it several times. You know, Steins Gate I've seen a whole bunch of times too. I cannot. Well, question name would okay. I'll take Garo's last question, but that is literally the last question after that. Um, but I really watch something if I really just dig it. I have to really love the show. I have to really love it. And there are shows I really love, but that's not not live. No, Garo, don't worry. I'll answer your question. So, anyone you would like to collaborate with that you haven't done so with yet? Honestly, I don't know. It's funny. Like collaborating with people has never been my huge dream on YouTube. Like, if someone asks me to do it, I'll gladly join them. But it's one of those things that if they don't want me to join, or if I don't get anyone to ask me to join them, it's not a big deal to me. It was something you didn't ask a question. I thought, oh, what's your favorite manga? You know what's funny? I don't know. That's why I skipped mine. I think it's on. I'm sorry about that. I really don't know. But I do have a lot of anime. I mean, I love what's his face, the guy who made Love Hina. I love that guy. I think he makes some of the best like harem type things. Blade hates. It's not that I hate you guys. It's like 9 o'clock already. And, I didn't. That's why I said short random stream. I didn't want this to go too late because it's a school night. I got school tomorrow myself. I want to go sleep tonight. But I got college tomorrow. More sites. I see say school because it is school still. But yeah, I mean, if someone wants to do collaboration with me, they can always ask me. Yeah, Ken Kama Tots. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name. Not even gonna try to say it. Ken does some of the best manga works. I love his work. All of his work is very similar to one another, but I don't know. It's always great. Yes, Jared, thank you for being super specific. And it's gonna be 9:02 right now. Hey, look, it's 9:02. But anyways, guys and girls, thank you for joining me in the stream. I hope you guys have a fun time like I did. I really enjoy these streams. I would love to do more of these more often, but the thing is that it's just school time. It's also what time I can do them in and all that. And once the summer comes, I'll probably do a whole bunch of them. Once I actually get off of college, maybe if I'm not working a course during that time period, I'll do a whole bunch of streams. But I appreciate every single one of you joined. You guys are awesome. I will talk to you all later. I look forward to the manga thing. If you follow me on Twitter, hey, it's awesome. By the way, the 3 people that did not join me in the stream, I am not going to take them out of the description box because that's not fair to them. Memory NK, Otaku Fangirl, the Anime Designer Pianist, even though they didn't join me with the stream, you can go check their channels out. They are awesome people. Awesome people. They just couldn't join because of various reasons, and I'm not going to hold that against them. But thanks for trying, at least, guys and girls that did try to join me. And have a great night, everyone. Have a blessed night. Seriously. Until we talk all again later, have a good night. I love doing this voice. I think it's one of the best ones I have, honestly. You guys made it so much of fun. All right. Later, everyone. I gotta end the call, by the way.